Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, trend update, Kurds squeezed in northwest Syria. We're July 3rd, 2017. Scripture references out of 1 Chronicles 5, verses 8 and 9. And Bala, the son of Azaz, son of Shema, son of Joel, who live in Aroer, as far as Nebo and Baal Meon. He also lived to the east as far as the entrance of the desert, this side of the Euphrates, because their livestock had multiplied in the land of Gilead. So here we are. We got a picture of what is northern Syria. Just give you a quick key. In the yellow are the Kurds in the west and in the east. In the darker shade of green, this would be Turkey. And then down here in this lighter shade of green, this would be the Free Syrian Army. Now, the northern part of Syria is back in the news again, and specifically, it's ancient Azaz. And currently, the Kurds over here in the west are sandwiched by Turkey. They're sandwiched here in the east to the north, and then this little finger that comes down between the Kurds and the Mediterranean Sea. This is also part of Turkey. And it would appear Turkey is trying to squeeze these Kurds west of the Euphrates River and pretty much do away with them. Turkish President Recep Erdogan has made it clear to the Kurds they belonged east of the Euphrates River. And here's the Euphrates River from Yereblus here in the north down to the south. This is the Euphrates River. Turkey wants them over here to the east. Erdogan is also upset with President Trump for supporting the Kurds. Now, with Operation Euphrates Shield, Turkey drove a wedge in the occupied area by the Kurds, and that's this area here in the north in this shade of green. Up here to the north, from Yereblus to the west, this line is actually the Turkey-Syrian border, and Turkey crossed into Syria to get this done. Now here we are July 3rd, and it would appear the Free Syrian Army, and that's this group down here to the south in the lighter shade of green, and Turkish forces are uniting against the Kurds in the yellow. And at issue is the Kurdish stronghold of Afrin, and planning has been taking place for the last 2 months. And this is a quote from an anonymous Syrian commander. At the first stage, we plan to take control of the city of Tal Rafat, as well as the local airbase. Then we plan to begin with the siege of Afrin, which is under the control of Kurdish YPG forces. Our goal is not to enter the territory of Afrin, but rather to clear the territories located near the Turkish border from the YPG. So these guys are not messing around. They want to get rid of all the Kurds here located in the yellow. And another quote from an anonymous Syrian commander, the operation can start at any moment. The Turkish forces are stationed in Mara, Azaz, which is Azaz is over here to the east in the far western part of the Turkish occupied area. In the north of Idlib, only those FSA units, Free Syrian Army units, which were previously involved in the Euphrates Shield will take part in the upcoming operation. The U.S.-backed Free Syrian Army militants won't participate in the fighting in the Afrin area. We don't trust them, as they can pass information on to Kurdish self-defense units. And again, that's an anonymous Syrian commander. And a link for this story, SputnikNews.com, military operation Afrin at any time. Now the Kurds, for their part, Nuri Mahmoud of the Kurdish People's Protection Units has made the following statements. And I quote, Turkey has deployed its military and equipment on the Syrian border near the Azaz and Mare region. This activity is taking place because Turkey is preparing to attack Tel Rafat and Afrin. Turkey wants to establish control over these areas and strengthen its influence there. We intend to protect our territories and repel the attack no matter where it comes from. And they know that it could come from holy cow, it could come from several areas. It could come from the south. It could come from the east, come from the north, and it could come from the west. I mean, these guys are absolutely surrounded. The Kurds are surrounded. And these Western Kurds, they are isolated from their Kurdish friends in the east. And this is also a statement from a YPG commander, Sipan Himo. We don't accept the Turkish state's presence or invasion in this region in any form. I want to stress that we don't recognize their alliances either. Our goal and struggle to liberate the Azaz Yereblus area will continue. And he's talking about from this area here in the west all the way to Yereblus. And the Kurds want to drive the Turks out. So something's getting ready to give. This also comes from SputnikNews.com. Syrian Kurds to stop Turkey advance. But the bottom line is recent history is repeating itself. As ISIS is being removed from across the region, a vacuum is being created. Peace is not taking place with the removal of ISIS. Fighting between different groups occurs to occupy and control the land where ISIS once roamed. So getting rid of ISIS is not leading to peace. There appears to be no end of it. So, here we go again. Don't think the fighting's getting ready to stop anytime soon. If you're interested in this story, please feel free to check out paulthepoke.com, keyword Kurds, Syria, Azaz, YPG, Free Syrian Army. Thank you guys for listening. Take care. Have a great day.